What if I told you that one specific food eaten daily could reduce your Alzheimer's risk by up to 67%, improve your memory within just 6 weeks, and actually reverse cognitive decline that's already begun? Are you forgetting names, losing your keys, walking into rooms and forgetting why, or lying awake at night terrified that you're developing dementia? Do you feel like your mind isn't as sharp as it used to be, and you're powerless to stop the decline? What I'm about to reveal is backed by over 40 clinical studies and has been called the most powerful brain-protecting food on Earth by leading neurologists. And it's probably not what you think. Welcome to the Milestone Mentor, where we share breakthrough health strategies that actually work for people over 60 based on cutting-edge science. If you're worried about your memory, scared of Alzheimer's, or want to restore the mental sharpness you had decades ago, hit that subscribe button right now and ring that notification bell, because this information could literally save your brain and your future. Don't wait, subscribe now. I'm going to reveal exactly what this memory-restoring food is, explain the science proving it works better than any drug or supplement, show you how much to eat and when for maximum brain benefits, and give you practical ways to incorporate it into your daily routine starting today. Are you ready to discover the food that could restore your memory like you're 40 again? Let's unlock your brain's potential. Before I reveal the food that stops dementia and restores memory, let me explain what's happening to your brain right now and why this matters more than almost anything else in your life. Because losing your mind is the one thing most people over 60 fear more than death itself. Alzheimer's disease and dementia are epidemic and growing, with over 6 million Americans currently living with Alzheimer's, and that number projected to reach 14 million by 2050. And nearly 1 in 3 seniors dies with Alzheimer's or another dementia, making it the 6th leading cause of death in the United States. But these aren't just statistics. They're people's lives destroyed, families torn apart, and decades of memories erased. And the tragic part is that most Alzheimer's is preventable through lifestyle choices, including what you eat. Let me ask you something. Have you noticed your memory getting worse? Are you more forgetful than you used to be? Do you struggle to find words, forget appointments, or have difficulty concentrating? These aren't just normal aging. They're early warning signs that your brain is under attack from processes that lead to dementia, including chronic inflammation that damages brain cells, oxidative stress where free radicals destroy neurons, beta amyloid plaque buildup that clogs communication between brain cells, reduced blood flow to the brain, which starves neurons of oxygen and nutrients, and insulin resistance in the brain, which some scientists call type 3 diabetes, because your brain cells can't use glucose for energy properly. All of these processes accelerate after 60 as your body's protective mechanisms decline, and they create a perfect storm of brain damage that manifests as memory loss, confusion, and eventually full-blown dementia if not stopped. The conventional medical approach to Alzheimer's has been a catastrophic failure, with drugs like Aricept and Namenda providing only minimal temporary benefits, while costing thousands of dollars and causing significant side effects. And newer drugs like Aduhelm that were supposed to be breakthroughs have shown questionable benefits at astronomical costs. The pharmaceutical approach targets symptoms after massive brain damage has already occurred, which is like trying to save a burning house after it's already collapsed. And this backwards approach has wasted billions of dollars while Alzheimer's rates continue climbing. But here's the exciting news. Research over the past decade has identified specific foods that prevent and even reverse the brain damage leading to Alzheimer's. And the food I'm about to reveal is the most powerful brain-protecting food ever studied, with results that seem almost miraculous. Studies show that people who eat this food daily have 60 to 70% lower rates of Alzheimer's and dementia compared to those who rarely eat it. And even people already experiencing memory problems show significant improvement within weeks of adding this food to their diet. This isn't about expensive supplements, complicated diets, or unproven therapies. This is about one specific whole food that you can buy at any grocery store for just a few dollars. And that provides more brain protection than any drug ever created. The food I'm talking about is blueberries, specifically wild blueberries. And before you dismiss this as too simple, or think you already know about blueberries, stay with me, because what I'm about to share goes far deeper than anything you've heard before. Blueberries contain the highest concentration of a class of compounds called anthocyanins, which are powerful antioxidants that specifically target brain health. And wild blueberries contain twice the anthocyanins of regular cultivated blueberries, making them twice as powerful for brain protection. These anthocyanins cross the blood-brain barrier, which most nutrients cannot do, and accumulate specifically in the hippocampus, which is the brain's memory center and the first area damaged in Alzheimer's disease. Let me share the research that proves blueberries are the most powerful brain food on Earth. A groundbreaking study published in the Annals of Neurology followed over 16,000 women for over 20 years and found that women who ate the most blueberries and strawberries had cognitive ages 2.5 years younger than those who ate the least, meaning their brains functioned as if they were 2.5 years younger. Another landmark study at the University of Cincinnati gave older adults with mild cognitive impairment, which is often a precursor to Alzheimer's, either blueberry powder, equivalent to 1 cup of fresh blueberries daily, or a placebo for 12 weeks. And the blueberry group showed significant improvements in memory function, word recall, and cognitive switching compared to the placebo group, who showed no improvement. A study published in the European Journal of Nutrition found that consuming blueberries daily for 12 weeks improved brain blood flow, enhanced brain activation during cognitive tasks, and improved working memory in older adults with memory complaints. Perhaps most impressively, a study in nutritional neuroscience found that daily blueberry consumption for 90 days improved memory and reduced depressive symptoms in older adults, with brain imaging showing increased brain activity in regions associated with memory. The Rush Memory and Aging Project, one of the longest-running studies on diet and Alzheimer's, found that people who ate berries at least twice weekly had a 35% lower risk of developing Alzheimer's compared to those who ate berries less than once per month. Now, if you're shocked that something as simple as blueberries could be this powerful for brain health, and you're wondering why your doctor never mentioned this, subscribe to the Milestone Mentor right now and turn on notifications, because we share breakthrough health information like this every week that could change your life. Don't miss it. Subscribe now. So why are blueberries so uniquely powerful for brain health? The anthocyanins in blueberries reduce inflammation in the brain by blocking inflammatory pathways and reducing the production of inflammatory molecules that damage neurons, protect against oxidative stress by neutralizing free radicals that would otherwise destroy brain cells, improve communication between neurons by enhancing synaptic plasticity, which is the brain's ability to form new connections, increase blood flow to the brain by improving endothelial function in blood vessels and promoting the growth of new blood vessels, reduce beta-amyloid plaque formation by preventing the aggregation of these toxic proteins that clog the brain in Alzheimer's, and improve insulin signaling in the brain, helping brain cells efficiently use glucose for energy. Blueberries also stimulate the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, which is like fertilizer for your brain, promoting the growth of new neurons and protecting existing ones from damage. And BDNF levels naturally decline with age, but blueberry consumption can boost them significantly. Studies show that higher BDNF levels are associated with better memory, faster learning, and lower risk of Alzheimer's, making this one of the most important brain-protecting mechanisms. The polyphenols in blueberries also promote autophagy in brain cells, which is a cleaning process where damaged proteins and cellular debris are removed and recycled. And this cellular housekeeping is critical for preventing the accumulation of toxic proteins like beta-amyloid and tau that cause Alzheimer's. Now let me give you the exact protocol for using blueberries to protect your brain and restore your memory, because the amount, timing, and type of blueberries matter enormously for getting real results. Based on the research, the optimal amount for brain protection is 1 cup of fresh blueberries daily, or half a cup of wild blueberries daily. And wild blueberries are smaller and more concentrated, with twice the anthocyanins of regular blueberries, making them more potent gram for gram. You can also use frozen blueberries, which are just as nutritious as fresh, because berries are frozen at peak ripeness, preserving all their beneficial compounds. And frozen wild blueberries are available in most grocery stores year-round, making them convenient and affordable. If fresh or frozen blueberries aren't practical, you can use freeze-dried blueberry powder, which concentrates the nutrients and can be added to smoothies, yogurt, or oatmeal, using about 2 tablespoons of powder equivalent to 1 cup of fresh berries. The timing of when you eat blueberries can enhance their benefits, with morning being ideal for several reasons, including that eating blueberries with breakfast improves cognitive function throughout the day. The antioxidants protect your brain during the daytime hours, when oxidative stress is highest, and starting your day with brain-healthy food sets a positive pattern for the rest of your meals. Studies show that cognitive benefits are most pronounced when blueberries are consumed in the morning rather than later in the day, possibly because this is when your brain is most metabolically active and can best utilize the nutrients. Combining blueberries with certain other foods creates synergistic effects that enhance absorption and benefits. So eat blueberries with a source of healthy fat like nuts, seeds, or yogurt, because the fat-soluble compounds in blueberries are better absorbed in the presence of dietary fat. Pair blueberries with foods high in vitamin C like citrus fruits or strawberries, because vitamin C regenerates and recycles the antioxidants in blueberries, making them more effective. Add blueberries to meals containing protein, because protein provides amino acids needed for neurotransmitter production and BDNF synthesis. Here are practical ways to incorporate 1 cup of blueberries into your daily routine without any extra effort or expense. Add 1 cup of blueberries to your breakfast, whether mixed into oatmeal with walnuts and cinnamon. Blend it into a smoothie with Greek yogurt and spinach, topped on whole grain toast with almond butter, or eaten alongside eggs and whole grain toast. Make a mid-morning snack of 1 cup of blueberries with a handful of almonds, which provides brain-protecting fats and protein along with the antioxidants. Add blueberries to a salad at lunch, combining them with spinach, walnuts, and a vinaigrette for a brain-boosting meal. Blend frozen blueberries into a yogurt parfait with layers of Greek yogurt, blueberries, and granola for a delicious brain-healthy dessert. Make a batch of blueberry chia seed pudding by mixing chia seeds with almond milk and blueberries, then refrigerating overnight for a convenient grab-and-go breakfast or snack. The cost of blueberries is minimal, compared to the brain-protecting benefits, with fresh blueberries costing about $4 to $6 per pound, providing roughly 3 to 4 servings, and frozen blueberries, often costing even less at $2 to $4 per pound, making daily consumption extremely affordable. If $1 to $2 per day seems expensive, consider that Alzheimer's care costs over $300,000 on average. Prescription memory drugs cost hundreds of dollars monthly with questionable benefits, and losing your independence and memories is priceless. Spending a few dollars a day on blueberries is the best brain insurance policy you can buy. Some people worry about the sugar in blueberries, since fruit contains natural sugars. But the fiber and polyphenols in blueberries actually prevent blood sugar spikes and improve insulin sensitivity. And studies show that despite containing sugar, blueberries lower diabetes risk and improve metabolic health. The sugar in whole blueberries is packaged with fiber and phytonutrients that slow absorption and provide benefits that far outweigh any concerns about natural fruit sugars. However, avoid blueberry-flavored products like blueberry muffins, blueberry syrup, or blueberry-flavored yogurt, because these contain added sugars and minimal actual blueberries, providing none of the benefits and all of the harm. While blueberries are the single most powerful food for brain health, combining them with other proven strategies creates synergistic effects that provide even more dramatic brain protection and memory improvement. Let me share the most effective additional strategies to maximize your cognitive health and reduce dementia risk to nearly zero. First, add other berries to your diet, because while blueberries are the most powerful, strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries also contain brain-protecting compounds, and the Rush University Mind Diet, which is specifically designed to prevent Alzheimer's, recommends eating berries at least twice weekly in addition to your daily blueberries. Studies show that people who eat multiple types of berries have better cognitive function than those who eat only one type, possibly because different berries contain different beneficial compounds that work together. Second, consume omega-3 fatty acids daily, from wild-caught salmon, sardines, or fish oil supplements, because omega-3s reduce brain inflammation, support neuron structure, and work synergistically with blueberry anthocyanins to protect against Alzheimer's. A study found that the combination of omega-3s and berry consumption provided more cognitive benefits than either alone, with the two working together to reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. Third, eat leafy greens daily, including spinach, kale, collards, or arugula, because these provide folate, vitamin K, lutein, and nitrates that all protect brain health. And the Mind Diet recommends at least 6 servings of greens weekly for Alzheimer's prevention. Research shows that people who eat 1 serving of leafy greens daily have brains that function 11 years younger than those who rarely eat greens, making this one of the most powerful dietary interventions for cognitive health. Fourth, include nuts, especially walnuts, in your daily diet because nuts provide healthy fats, vitamin E, and polyphenols that protect brain cells. And walnuts specifically are shaped like a brain and contain high levels of DHA, which is the omega-3 most concentrated in brain tissue. Studies show that eating nuts daily improves cognitive function and reduces Alzheimer's risk by 24%. And combining nuts with blueberries as a snack provides complementary brain-protecting compounds. Fifth, use extra virgin olive oil as your primary fat because it contains oleocanthal, which reduces brain inflammation and may help clear beta amyloid from the brain. And Mediterranean diet studies show that high olive oil consumption is associated with better cognitive function and lower dementia risk. Use 2 to 3 tablespoons of high-quality extra virgin olive oil daily on salads, vegetables, or drizzled on finished dishes. Sixth, minimize or eliminate foods that damage your brain, including added sugars, which cause inflammation and insulin resistance in the brain. Refined carbohydrates like white bread and pasta, which spike blood sugar and promote brain inflammation. Trans fats found in fried foods and processed baked goods which damage brain cells. And excessive alcohol, which is directly neurotoxic and accelerates brain atrophy. Every time you eat these brain-damaging foods, you're undoing the benefits of your blueberries and accelerating cognitive decline. Seventh, engage in regular physical exercise, which increases blood flow to the brain, stimulates BDNF production, and reduces inflammation. With studies showing that regular exercisers have 45% lower Alzheimer's risk compared to sedentary people. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise weekly through activities like brisk walking, swimming, cycling, or dancing. Eighth, prioritize sleep quality because deep sleep is when your brain clears beta amyloid and other toxic proteins through the lymphatic system. And chronic poor sleep allows these toxins to accumulate, leading to Alzheimer's. Studies show that people with chronic sleep problems have higher amyloid levels and faster cognitive decline, making sleep optimization critical for brain health. Ninth, stay mentally active through reading, learning new skills, playing musical instruments, or doing puzzles, because cognitive engagement builds cognitive reserve, which protects against dementia even if some brain damage occurs. People with higher education and lifelong learning have significantly lower dementia risk even when brain scans show similar amyloid levels as people with dementia. 10th, maintain strong social connections because loneliness and social isolation are major risk factors for dementia, with lonely people having twice the Alzheimer's risk of socially connected people. Regular, meaningful social interaction stimulates your brain, reduces stress, and provides purpose, which all protect against cognitive decline. Let me tell you exactly what to expect when you start eating blueberries daily and following these brain-protecting strategies, because understanding the realistic timeline and outcomes helps you stay motivated and consistent. In the first 2 weeks of daily blueberry consumption, you probably won't notice dramatic cognitive changes, but the protective mechanisms are already activating with anthocyanins accumulating in your brain tissue, inflammation markers beginning to decrease, oxidative stress reducing, and blood flow to your brain improving. Some people report feeling slightly sharper or more focused within the first week, though this could be placebo effect or genuine early benefits. By weeks 3 to 6, measurable improvements often begin with better word recall and less tip-of-the-tongue moments, improved concentration and to focus on tasks, better short-term memory like remembering where you put things, and feeling mentally sharper overall. A study found that cognitive improvements from blueberry consumption became statistically significant at 6 weeks and continued improving through 12 weeks, so patience and consistency during this initial period are critical. By 3 to 6 months of daily consumption, the benefits become undeniable for most people, with significant improvements in memory and recall, better cognitive processing speed, improved executive function, including planning and decision-making, enhanced learning ability, and reduced anxiety about cognitive decline as you notice your brain working better. Studies using brain imaging show that after 6 months of daily berry consumption, people have increased brain activation in memory centers during cognitive tasks, better connectivity between brain regions, and improved markers of brain health. After 1 year or more of consistent daily blueberry consumption, combined with the other brain-healthy strategies, you've provided profound long-term protection with dramatically reduced risk of developing Alzheimer's and dementia, preserved and possibly improved cognitive function compared to baseline, maintained or increased brain volume in critical memory areas, and essentially reversed years of brain aging. Longitudinal studies show that people who consistently follow brain-healthy diets, including daily berries, have cognitive function comparable to people 5 to 10 years younger, and brains that show less atrophy and fewer signs of Alzheimer's pathology. It's important to have realistic expectations, because blueberries are not a magic cure that reverses advanced Alzheimer's overnight. They work best as prevention and early intervention, rather than treatment of late-stage disease. Benefits accumulate over time with consistent use, rather than appearing immediately. And individual results vary based on genetics, overall lifestyle, and existing brain health. If you already have significant cognitive impairment or diagnosed Alzheimer's, blueberries should complement medical treatment, not replace it, and you should work with your doctor while implementing dietary changes. However, even people with mild to moderate cognitive impairment have shown improvements with daily blueberry consumption in research studies, so it's never too late to start. The key is consistency, because missing days reduces effectiveness and benefits fade if you stop eating blueberries after building them up. This needs to be a permanent dietary change, a daily habit like brushing your teeth, because your brain needs continuous protection from the ongoing processes that cause cognitive decline. Let me ask you one final question. Are you ready to protect your brain and restore your memory starting today? Are you ready to dramatically reduce your Alzheimer's risk and keep your mind sharp for decades to come? Or are you going to ignore this information and watch your memory slowly deteriorate until one day you don't recognize your own grandchildren? The choice is yours, but I'm telling you that daily blueberries combined with the other strategies I shared provide more brain protection than any drug, supplement, or medical intervention available, and it costs just a few dollars a day. Here's what I need you to do right now. First, subscribe to the Milestone Mentor immediately. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we're sharing life-changing health strategies every week that are specifically designed to keep people over 60 healthy, sharp, and independent. So don't miss another video. Subscribe now. Second, go to the grocery store today and buy frozen wild blueberries and fresh berries. Then starting tomorrow morning, eat 1 cup of blueberries with your breakfast every single day, without exception, for at least 90 days to experience the full benefits.